Boycott Starbucks and retire a millionaire. So what do I mean by that? Well, I personally have been boycotting Starbucks for 15 years. And the reason why was I began to realize I was spending like $5 in change every day. Just I used to buy iced coffee and sometimes a muffin or a croissant. And this was 15 years ago. It came out to like $5.50, and it didn't bother me too much because I had a good paying job. But I did begin to realize that that I didn't have to spend that much money just to get something in my stomach for breakfast. Especially at the job I worked at, they had free bananas, and they had their free office coffee, which is definitely not as good as Starbucks. But I thought, you know what, I can just save this money. And what I did was I just started putting this money towards my 401k, whatever. And I didn't realize this until recently, that when you take just an amount of like $5 and you just save it every day, over the course of 40 years, that 550 can turn into, when you put it in an S&P 500 low-cost index fund, it can actually turn into $1.1 million. Now, that's an incredible kind of fact that a lot of people don't think about. They think about, well, in order to retire a millionaire, you need to become very rich and have a very, very high-paying job. And that's not the case. Actually, if you're young, time works definitely in your favor, because the compound sort of returns you can gain over 40 years really, really begin to add up. The reason why a lot of people think you have to be rich in order to retire with a lot of money is that people don't think about saving till retirement until they're in their late 40s and early 50s. And when you're in your late 40s and early 50s, you do indeed have to save a lot of money. You have to literally save like $20,000 to $25,000 a year just to reach that 1 million mark when you're in your late 60s. But if you're in your early 20s, literally all you got to do is just cut out the Starbucks, or cut out something that's costing you $5 a day. If you smoke and you want to quit, here's a great incentive. It's just you just stop. You take that pack of cigarette money that's $5 or $6 and you put it towards your retirement. If you're in your 20s, by the time you're in your 60s, first of all, you won't have lung cancer, and second of all, you're going to have $1 million in the bank. And all you got to do is, if you just pull out 4% of that, you can live off $40,000 a year. Plus, you'll probably also have Social Security, from your work, so you could add on top of that. But the great thing is, when you pull 4% out of 1 million and you keep that money in that low-cost index fund, S&P Vanguard fund, you never run out of money. You're basically just living off your capital gains. So I definitely recommend that you boycott Starbucks, or boycott cigarettes, or boycott anything that you're just spending like $5 a day on that you can really live without. And if you're one of those people who's like, well, I can't live without my Starbucks, trust me, your body will adjust. You will go through withdrawals. But from another personal story that I talked about in another video, when I used to weigh like 360 pounds, I was addicted to Coca-Cola. I used to drink 12 cans of Coca-Cola a day. And I went from drinking 12 cans of Coca-Cola to 12 cans of Coke Zero a day. And now I don't drink any soda at all. I just drink water and tea. And trust me, my body went through a lot of withdrawals doing that. But you just, after a couple of weeks, your body will adjust. So it'll be fine. Just find that one thing that's just costing you like $5, $6 a day, and you can live without it deep down inside, because you could take that money, put it towards your retirement, and literally, to retire with at least $1 million will really make you comfortable in the future, and your older self will thank you for that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.